Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward, who lived in a shed with 5 other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. The driver won't choose you again, they said. He wants big, strong engines like us. Edward had not been out for a long time. He began to feel sad. Just then, the driver and fireman came along to start work. The driver looked at Edward. "Why are you sad?" he asked. "Would you like to come out today?" "Yes, please," said Edward. So the driver lit the fire and made a nice lot of steam. Then the driver pulled the lever and Edward puffed away. He whistled. "Look at me now." The others were very cross at being left behind. Away went Edward to fetch some coaches. "Oh, please, Edward," said the coaches. "Don't bump and bang us like the other engines do." So Edward backed up to the coaches very, very gently, and the shunter fastened the coupling. "Thank you, Edward," they said. "We're glad you're taking us out today." Away they went to the station where the people were waiting. Said Edward, "Get in quickly, please." So the people got in quickly, and Edward waited for the guard to wave his whistle and get his green flag. He waited and waited, but there was no whistle and no green flag. "Where is the guard?" he said. Edward was getting anxious. The driver and fireman went and asked the station master, "Have you seen the guard?" "No," he said. They asked the porter, "Have you seen the guard?" "Yes, well, last night." Edward was beginning to get cross. "Are we ever going to start?" said Edward. Just then a little boy shouted, "Here he comes!" And there was the guard, running with his flag in one hand and a sandwich in the other. He ran onto the platform, blew his whistle, and jumped into his van. Edward started. He did had a happy day. All the children waved to him as he passed, and he waved at all the, and he had met old friends at all the station, and he worked so hard that the driver promised to take him out the next day. "I'm going out again tomorrow," he said to the other engines that night. "What do you think of that?" But he was so tired and happy that he fell asleep at once.